right, hello and welcome back to my painting studio and my never-ending 99 pieces painting on a masonite panel. When we last left off, I had added a bunch of dark shadows to try to integrate it into the background and define some of the shapes. And now, after looking at it for a bit, well, to start, actually, there's a couple spots I wanted to add a bit of dark, so I'm going to do that first. And by dark, I mean Viridian green. Really digging the Viridian against that orange pink background. It's pretty cool. Okay. I think that was it. There were just a couple spots that I wanted to darken down a bit. All right. Now, I'm going to come back in with one of my favorite colors, which is this phthalo yellow green. It about 80% of the time ends up in one of my paintings somewhere, I think. Just really, really like it. So we're going to bring some highlights back in. And I have this mixed in with glaze. And the paint on my palette is actually a little gummy. It's starting to dry up, but adding some paint thinner and the glaze help reactivate it. So the Viridian and purple are still wet on this, so it's a wet on wet painting at this point. And it's just partial painting. I'm not doing the whole surface at all. Just areas that I want to make pop and look a little bit closer in terms of perspective. It also can help define an area like this that was kind of uncertain for a while which one was in front of the other. And since we're down to the end, it's time to start defining those. Which is not to say there won't be a couple little touch-ups here and there still, but we are winding down. Kind of keep expanding this one green area and going back and forth on how wide I want it to be. So yeah, I'm anticipating the next video, the next step after this dries is to come in and again touch up the highlights and shadows, but also the background, which in turn defines the foreground. So we're getting down to the end. Just love painting like this. Really? And as usual, I'll come back in and blend this quite a bit. A tiny little fuzz ball in my paint. I have to use a clean, dry brush to get that out. Stinky. Okay. Okay, now I think we just have my weird squirtly doodle thing up here to hit with highlights. And then I can start blending. Okay. So I've got highlights here. I think I'm going to use this little chisel brush again for blending. That's worked really well. I like the effect, so I'll go back to that. It's clean. Very nice, very smooth. And again, I can pull the wet paint and move it around and build in texture. Just kind of the yummy, delicious part of this for me. Again, everyone's going to be different. And by blending it out too, it helps with drying, which is an issue since I have a deadline. And notice I'm wiping the brush frequently to remove excess paint. At this point, I am coloring in the lines. I want to finalize every little last brush stroke. Very tasty and smooth. It's my favorite tactile quality with painting, mentioned in other videos, which is kind of an autistic thing. All right, I gotta bring my hand in front of the camera, sorry. I'll try to to blend, I have to go in the direction of in a particular direction. So try to keep my hand out of it. All right. All right, I'm going to bring a little bit of the dark green, the Meridian, back in. Just a couple places here. We're getting down to the end. So these are final brush strokes. And I'm going to need to step back and look at this too. I've been inches away from it now for quite a while. Need a fresh perspective. Alright, back to blending. After adding a bit more of the Meridian. A few spots. And again, part of the blending is so it'll dry quicker. All right, I think I'm gonna stop messing with it. I'm kind of having fun and enjoying it, and that can be dangerous because I can overwork it, because it's just really enjoyable doing it. So I need to pull myself back here a little bit, actually. And I think it's pretty good for now, knowing again more coats are coming. I think that's pretty good. And we'll let it dry a couple days. Oh, nope, sorry, not done. I need to add a little bit of this phthalo green down here on these funny little things. Little blobby bits. Not all of them, but a few of them. There we go. Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, as always, thank you for watching, and appreciate you spending time with me. And please like the video. That would be awesome if you're enjoying this. Leave comments and let me know what you're enjoying. Actually, what would be helpful is letting me know if you prefer more talking or less talking. Sometimes it just depends on my mood. But it would be helpful for me to know if you like it better when I'm quiet or if I'm sharing. Alrighty, carry on. Thanks again. Subscribe.